So hello guys, I'm back. So let's try to বেশি খারাপ কারণ কারণ বলতে কিছু নেই। তারকা পরীক্ষা দেখি কি করা যায়। পরীক্ষাটা দিব, পরীক্ষাটা দিয়া এখন বলতেছে আরে ভাই কালকে পরীক্ষা, মায়া গো ফ্যান জামে থাকা যাবে না। তো কি মানে কি পড়াবো, কি দিব কে জানে। 10:40 বাজে না, 20 মিনিট ইয়ে করবো, তারপর তো 20 মিনিট অন্য কোর্স করতে রাজি আছি। হ্যালো গাইস, হয়ে গেল গা। হ্যাং হয়ে গেছে গা। আচ্ছা
Connecting your ideas, linking words. What are linking words and what are they for? Cohesion and clarity are essential elements of academic writing. Making the connections between your ideas clear and visible can help achieve clear communication, as it will be much easier for the person reading to follow what you are saying and understand your argument or premise. In order to make connections clear, you can use linking words between parts of a sentence, between sentences, or between paragraphs. Looking for the right linking word prompts you to think about how you are trying to connect your ideas and whether the connections make sense. Kinds of linking words. Let's explore linking words by looking at two short sentences that could be connected through appropriate linking words. This theory could be applied to many contexts. The theory is most useful when analyzing practical situations. We can connect these sentences in a number of ways by using linking words to show specifically what kind of connection we are making. Here are some examples of how we can make them into one sentence in a variety of ways. This theory could be applied to many contexts. However, although it is most useful when analyzing practical situations. This theory could be applied to many contexts because it is most useful when analyzing practical situations. This theory could be applied to many contexts, particularly when analyzing practical situations. We can also link these ideas. This theory could be applied to many contexts. However, it is most useful when analyzing practical situations because this theory could be applied to many contexts. In particular, it is most useful when analyzing practical situations. This theory could be applied to many contexts. Despite this, it is most useful when analyzing practical situations. All of these examples have the same two ideas, but the links or connections between the ideas add subtle differences to the meaning in each case. There are four main categories of connective devices used extensively in academic writing: adding information, and, furthermore, in addition, also chronology, previously, subsequently, firstly cause and effect, if, therefore, thus, consequently compare and contrast, similarly, in contrast, however. Page 2. General notes, connectives or linking devices. Avoid overusing linking words and phrases. It is not necessary to begin every sentence with a linking device. This can make your writing seem mechanical or formulaic. If you think you are overusing linking devices, take them out and read the sentence/paragraph/section without them. Do your ideas still hold together effectively? Is your message clear without overt connective devices? Avoid using the same linking word or phrase repeatedly throughout your writing. However, and furthermore, are commonly overused linking words by many students. Try to use a variety of connective language in your academic writing. Typical linking words. Type of link within a sentence, between sentences or paragraphs. Hints, tips, and examples. Adding similar information and, also, another, to, in addition, moreover, furthermore, further, likewise, additionally, another, indeed, what is more. Like, similarly, equally, whereas, however, although, though, while, compared with, is comparable to, unlike, yet, instead, still, notwithstanding, nonetheless, nevertheless, albeit. While, however, in contrast, by contrast, on the other hand, alternatively, compared with, correspondingly, similarly, unlike, nonetheless, nevertheless, on the contrary, conversely. Never use, but at the start of a sentence. When using a contrasting or comparing linking device to start a sentence, follow it with a comma, however. Similarly. On the other hand. Showing cause and effect/consequence. So, because, if, thus, hence, therefore, consequently, may cause, can lead to, can result in, owing to, as a result of, as a consequence of, thereby, accordingly, otherwise, in that, in view of. Despite this, even so, as a result, for this reason, with this in mind, thus, therefore, accordingly, consequently, as a consequence, as a result, owing to, that being the case, in that case, in view of. Commas are generally used after these linking devices when they introduce a sentence, therefore. Despite this. Showing condition if, even then, even if, unless, after, once, until, whether, yet, provided, providing, since, when, on the condition that, whenever, wherever. As a result of, provided, providing, if, once, even then, even if, when, whenever, wherever. Chronology then, when, after, before, while, first, second, third, next, later, latter, former, finally. First, second, firstly, secondly, initially, to begin, at first, first of all, next, before, subsequently, previously, eventually, after, then, finally, to conclude, lastly, in summary, in short, to sum up, overall, in conclusion, in sum. Use ordinal sequencing devices sparingly in your writing. Find other ways to sequence ideas rather than repeatedly using firstly, secondly, thirdly. Page 3. Providing examples such as, for instance, for example, including, evidenced by, exemplified by, illustrated by, demonstrated by way of example, notably. An example of this, for example, for instance, this is evidenced / demonstrated / illustrated by, a case in point, to illustrate, to demonstrate, notably. When introducing a long or complex list of examples, use a colon to introduce the list and semicolons between the items in the list, including W, X, Y, and Z. Referring to regarding, considering, with regard to, with respect to, specifically, namely. Regarding, in terms of, in the case of, as regards, with regard to, with respect to, on the question of, on the subject of. Cautious, tentative academic language. May, might, could, likely, probably, probable, possibly, possible, suggest, appear to, almost certain, may be due to, could be attributed to, cannot be ruled out, often, generally, usually, frequently, most, almost all, the majority of, certain types of, tends to. It is thought that, it is believed, a widely held view is, it has been suggested, it may be, it is likely, it is probable, it is possible, there is some evidence to suggest, a likely / possible / probable explanation, in general terms. It is important in academic writing to avoid expressing absolute certainty. Hedging devices or modal expressions are used to reduce the strength of a statement or claim to allow for exceptions and to avoid overgeneralizing.
হ্যালো, কি কও ফোন দিয়ে কি যে আবে यार নেট টেট ঠিক নেই। লাইভ করতেছি আমার তো মনেই নেই যে আমরা লাইভে আছি। আবে यार কি ফিনিক। ইংলিশ কি শেষ? ওর মুখ কত শেষ গেল, শেষ হয়ে গেল যা তাড়াতাড়ি। আই 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 ও ভুলে গেছি যে।
Using the right language.
বাংলা, আমি বাংলায় গান গাই, আমি বাংলায় গান গাই, আমি আমার সুরপাকে আর খুঁজে পেতে চাই, আমি বাংলায় গান গাই।
Language. Linking words and phrases. Student Learning Support Service. Using the right language. Linking words and phrases. Student Learning Support Service. Dui sos Flinders edu a students Flinders edu a sos. Using the right language. When you are writing, it is important that the connections between your ideas are made clear so your reader will make the connections you have intended. You can do
এটা ভালো। আর কি অবস্থা? কি অবস্থা?
In particular, students of use conjunctions such as however, Moreover, furthermore, and therefore at the beginning of sentences. Consider other types of connectives and their placement in a sentence. Often, a simple but will suffice.
Imagine if I